First, live local weather right now on the 10 o'clock news.
Well, ordinarily, the coldest part of the day would be in the early morning hours, and the warmest part of the day would be in the afternoon. Tomorrow, it's going to be totally backwards. Colder air is going to arrive as the day goes on, so it's going to be very mild early on. And then in the afternoon, colder air moves in, and we'll talk about a lowering snow level. That's going to be a theme of this weathercast here tonight. How low will that snow level go, and will it be low enough to bring some snow to the hills? Outside live right now, though, it's still very warm outside. Temperatures 40s, even some 50s still. There's still some light rain around as well, and it's going to stay mild throughout the night tonight. In fact, here's a look at the radar. Zoomed in close to the Portland area. Not a whole lot of rain at the moment, even though some surrounding areas are getting some rain. I'll expand this view, and you can see in the Coast Range it is raining. Some of the yellow indicating some moderate rain right now, and then banked up into the Cascades, into the foothills, some moderate to even some heavy rain up towards Mount St. Helens. The snow level still relatively high, about 6,000 feet, so it is raining over the Cascade passes here this evening. Take a look at the temperatures. It is still 52 at McMinnville, still 54 at Salem. These numbers are higher than it would ordinarily be at the warmest part of the day in the middle of the afternoon, but Portland, we're lagging back a bit at 46 because that east wind is still blowing gently out of the Columbia River Gorge. Now, east of the Cascades, it's been very mild throughout Central Oregon as well. In fact, still in the mid-40s out that way. Farther to the east, so a little cooler, 30 at Burns, 33 at Baker City. But those numbers still above average for those locations this time of year. Tonight, it may not even drop below 50. At Salem, we're going to stay in the mid-40s in the Portland area tonight with some light rain at times, and east of the Cascades, generally mild as well, with only Burns and Baker City below freezing. All right, here's what's happening as viewed from space on the satellite picture. This is the weather system that swung by today to increase the rain this afternoon and evening. Now I'm watching this area out in here. That's a boundary of some much colder air. In fact, we'll watch this cold air drop out of the north during the night tonight, during the day tomorrow, so it gets progressively colder as the day goes on, and then Tuesday morning looks quite chilly. But then after that, the weather excitement eases off. Here's the rain and snow forecast. Tomorrow morning, snow level 6,000 feet. Then the front moves through. Notice the white painted on the map as the showers turn to snow above 1,500 feet during the afternoon hours. And then overnight, snow level could be about as low as 1,000 feet. That would bring wet snow to the hilltops, but I don't see it going down to the valley floor. And in fact, by Tuesday evening, it does look like we're completely dry. So at the Coast Range and in the Cascade foothills tomorrow night, perhaps up to 6 inches of snow. Be prepared for snow-covered roads over the Coast Range tomorrow evening into Tuesday morning. In the Portland metro area itself tomorrow night, just rain showers down low with some wet snow possibly in the hills, up in the West Hills, say above 500 to 1,000 feet. The situation is kind of fluid. It'll change here, and so we'll have the latest for you for sure during the newscasts during the day tomorrow. East of the Cascades, afternoon temperatures are going to be in the low to mid 40s, and they quite possibly could even be a little lower than the temperatures will start off in the morning tomorrow. So as I mentioned, kind of a backwards weather day. Much colder on Mount Hood tomorrow. By day's end, temperatures at the ski areas down in the low 20s. I think there'll be 6 to 10 inches of new snow tomorrow night towards Tuesday morning. Highway 26 and the other Cascade passes become snow-covered and slippery by afternoon and evening. Afternoon temperatures west of the Cascades in the 40s, even though it may start off in the 50s in the morning. Steady rain early and then scattered showers throughout the day. We start near 50 in the city, and then temperatures actually drop as the day goes on, so that by 10 p.m. we're down to 38 degrees, and at that point we'll start to see some wet snow showers possibly in the hills around town. Notice Tuesday morning 35 and only up to 42 that day, but the moisture totally cuts off when we dry out. In fact, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday looking dry, and aside from some fog, the weather will be very quiet. So for Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, job for Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, it seems at this point. It looks like it may even stay dry into next weekend. You can catch the latest forecast update anytime on Good Day Oregon between 4:30 and 9 a.m.
All right, let's check in now with meteorologist Drew Jackson for another peek at that forecast, Drew.
Yeah, Chad, today's worst weather, without question, was up on Mount Hood today. A bona fide blizzard, but not only that. At the top of the lift at Ski Bowl, 5,000 feet in elevation, 10 o'clock this morning, the wind gusted to 83 miles per hour out of the east. The temperature was 8 degrees. That means the wind chill factor was 25 degrees below zero. Doesn't get a whole lot worse than that. So, we're going to get any improvement here coming up? All the details about the cold weather forecast right after the break.
First, live local weather right now on the 10 o'clock news.
Well, snow lovers, I know you're disappointed. A lot of you seem to think, hey, whenever we get this cold Arctic air in here, if it doesn't end up snowing, what a waste of the cold air, huh? Because it's not like it gets here every day. But it looks like the next few days are going to stay dry, so if you don't want to see any snow or ice, then you just have to deal with the cold, and that's about it. Outside live right now, this is the view from our Skyline camera. You can see the moon there, and the sky is clear. Still a bit of dust in the air. What happened today with that east wind picking up? Central and eastern Oregon and central and eastern Washington are not particularly snow covered. So when you get that strong wind that blows out of the east, and it certainly was strong today, it picked up a lot of the dust over here and transported it west of Cascades, and that's why the air was not particularly clear here in the Portland area today. But on the radar, there was some snow that moved uphill, up the Cascades along the east slopes and in the mountains. In fact, the Bend area in Central Oregon got about a foot of snow today out of this, but now things are winding down. There are still some clouds and some flurries around over the Cascades and east of the mountains, but otherwise it's dry. 28 McMinnville, 28 Salem, 30 at Portland. It's in the 30s out along the coast as well. East of the Cascades, temperatures falling off. 8 at Baker City, 16 at Pendleton. The Dalles is at 27 and Redmond is 14. Overnight tonight, single digits likely. Many spots over here east of the mountains. And there'll be some teens up north towards Kelso, down the road a bit towards Salem, away from the wind. In the Portland area itself, though, I think it stays a little too windy overnight, so we don't get bitterly cold. But as the wind dies off in the coming nights ahead, tomorrow night and especially Tuesday night, I wouldn't be surprised if we're way down in the teens as well. Our air continuing to come out of the north and east. This is what we call modified Arctic air, as the brunt of the cold air is out over Canada and east of the Rocky Mountains. But over the next few days, this cold air is going to stay over us for the most part. It'll get pushed east a little bit as we get some slow moderation by midweek, but overall, no significant changes within the next couple days. So the wind will ease slightly overnight, already seeing some signs of that, but it's not going to go away. Lows will be 20 to 25 generally in the Portland area, so not all that cold compared to how it may be the next couple nights. Tomorrow morning, temperatures start off in the 20s, bundle up. That east wind still blowing just about everywhere, but not as strong as it was today. And then during the day tomorrow, most spots will not get above freezing. The gorge wind really starts to take effect. Today it was kind of just a general east wind that came even over the mountains. Over the next few days, it's going to be more and more confined to the Columbia Gorge. It may even get stronger right in there near the gorge. And on Tuesday, more of the same. The east wind will ease a little bit further throughout the metro area away from the gorge. But near the Columbia Gorge itself, it's going to be a very windy and cold period here coming up. Becoming sunny east of the Cascades tomorrow. Later on, there still could be a snow shower or two overnight tonight, but it doesn't get out of the teens in many spots east of the mountains tomorrow. Up on Mount Hood, a day somewhat similar to today temperature-wise. It was just brutal up there today with the wind and the cold weather. It won't be as windy tomorrow, except right through the Cascade passes. That east wind will generally blow throughout the day again. Temperatures just in the teens there, Governor Camp. Mid-30s, that is it at the coast. Low to mid-30s throughout the Willamette Valley, with a breeze about 10 to 20 miles per hour, so you'll still feel it, you'll still notice it, but it's not going to be as strong as it was today. In the Portland area, we start off in the morning in the 20s and recover only to near freezing in the afternoon, despite some sunshine throughout the day. On the west side of town, east wind generally 15 to 20 miles per hour. Out near the Columbia Gorge, I do believe the wind could actually get stronger tomorrow, right near the mouth of the gorge, the usual windy spots, Troutdale, Corbett, Camas, those areas there, but elsewhere, on the east side of town, it won't be quite as windy as it was today. So on average, 25 to start the day in the city in the morning, 30 at noon. We hold near 30 throughout much of the day. Should be plenty of sunshine. There's no threat of any snow or anything like that during the day tomorrow. In fact, it stays dry Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, even probably into Friday. Notice high temperatures slowly creep up as we get towards the end of the week, but notice the lows get even lower as that wind dies off a bit. And as we look towards next weekend, it could get a little bit slippery or messy, but that's still kind of up in the air, and we'll keep you posted as the week goes on. Latest forecast tomorrow morning on Good Day Oregon starting at 4:30.